If you listen to all the dating advice online, this is what most people think finding a relationship is. Complete luck. And if you really believe that relationships are this much blind luck, I would understand why most guys rationally opt out and rationally are frustrated at this degree of difficulty. I would. I had moments where I was fed up with how ridiculous things seemed. It really did seem like this, that you're waiting around for the lottery to happen. Something occurred to me though that I think most guys, myself included in the past, we were just trying to avoid the shame of missing that impossible miracle shot. Because I believe that's what it was. It was complete blind luck, no skill whatsoever. And it wasn't just the miracle of hitting that winning shot, finding yourself in a relationship. Say you make that miracle shot and you get into some relationship blindly, not caring about whether or not you're compatible, whether you get along with the person, whether the smallest things drive you nuts. Then you're shamed internally by the incompatible person you're with. But then afterwards, when the relationship inevitably ends, you get shamed by the clever people who said you shouldn't have even taken that shot. And even if you were lucky enough to get it in and found yourself in a relationship,
we told you so. It wasn't going to work out anyway.
As far as I can see, almost all the relationship self-help strategies online are focused on avoiding the shame of failure. Think about it. There's two main types. There's being a high-value man beforehand so you can't get shamed because of your status, or avoiding relationships altogether so you can't get shamed by the shot you never take. And if you think it's just blind luck and a miracle, then the most rational option is to avoid even taking that miracle shot, if that's all you believe relationships are. If you believe this is what relationships are, if there's no skill and it's all luck, it's just about grabbing the ball and blindly throwing it over your head and crossing your fingers and hoping it goes in, and then even if it did, what do you do afterwards? If you believe this is what life and relating to people is, then so what's the solution to thinking that relationships are miracles and blind luck and you have absolutely no say in them whatsoever? That there's not any kind of skill in relating to people? I would just offer to you, think about how ridiculous your vision for a relationship actually working out is. Just entertain it for a while. Don't be so black and white. Just change your thinking about how difficult relationships actually are, especially in regard to your approach to them. If you really try and insist that the success and failure of going on a date and seeing if it works out or not has a lot to do with your perception, whether or not you get along, whether you like the person and how, not just animal attraction, but your very human way in which you go about these relationships. Take them off the romantic pedestal and bring them down to two people seeing if they get along. Be realistic and even boring in the way you go about socializing and relating to people. And believe me, if you're much more realistic and even boring about how you socialize with people and how you relate to people, take off the rose-colored glasses, de-romanticize all of that stuff. Who cares if other people think it's boring? And the chances of long-term compatibility with the people you choose to relate to and go on dates with will start to increase. You'll feel much more in control rather than feeling like your life in relation to other people is throwing up that miracle shot and crossing your fingers that it goes in. And then even if it goes in, how do you maintain it? Do you have to keep hitting the miracle shot every week to keep it going? I'll leave you with that. Catch you next time. Bye. Cheers.